It's up to you guys if you want to start. Okay. I think I'm just gonna start the lesson then, and Choco can either join in later again or, like come back. Let's, yeah, let's just start. Okay, so different sizes. What doesn't matter? Well, I've just gone on Twitch, got a bunch of different overlays. Also on just random, I just looked up some. And, yeah, everybody's overlay is different. Everybody's overlay is, you know, what they are, like their theme, their branding, their anything, just a big part of their stream. If we just start with the first two, like the two blue ones, these two might seem similar, but these two would be more made for, what's it called? They would be made for non-VTuber people, since there are like little squares up here where you would put your face cam in it and have the big screen just your gameplay. But you could also like just like put your VTuber model in there if you don't have gameplay. The main difference between these are you have a big username in the first one, well the second is a bit smaller. In the first one you have a big Facebook button, a big YouTube button, and a big Instagram button, but in the second one it would be just a smaller YouTube and a smaller Instagram tag, you know, where you would see the username. Same with the donation, followers, and subscriptions. Over here, it's just the top donation and top or recent follower. It all depends on what you want. If you want to have more direct at yourself, you will make the social buttons bigger. But if you want to make it smaller, you make make it smaller. Okay, so these two, the red to pink red ones, are just me throwing some things together. You could have it fairly simple without even anything big. It would be just your chat and you. That's why it's called intermission. Like, that's usually when you have to say something important. Oh, to see it, you have to go into here, the link, and then you can see where my cursor is. And then you would be able to follow, because stage channels do not have the option to share the what's it called, the screen nor my camera, which is very annoying. Do I need to repeat the first two things, or do you think it will be fine? I think you'll survive, I believe. Yeah. And these second one are, this one is more based on my own, where it's like my chat is behind me. I have a big VTuber model of myself like in the corner. Then we have the square with the actual content, and then, well, it's only one. But here I would put my socials and stuff. And this one will be very simple. Just the model, just the chat, and just the background. But you could put like your socials and stuff like at the bottom or at the top. It's up to you. Same with this one. Very simple. The light square over here would be the chat. And I don't know where you would put your socials. You don't have to. if you don't want to. If you have like a Twitch account only and don't have any other social platforms, it's kind of useless putting a tag up there. Okay, and this is another VTuber called Odd Likely. Um, they have a simple purple background, and two goals to achieve basically. They also have a little what's it called, little ghost animation and a little wine glass. I don't know what the glass is for. And then the chat like semi behind them, like they're above it, but they don't have fancy borders or anything because their whole branding is really simple. Same with this one. It's just the whole screen, and then you would have like the face cam, no border, not necessary, and then just their YouTube and other tags like popping up every now and then. Then we come into Cabal. They are like a demon thing. I really like their model, and their whole style is like what's it called? That specific game. It's just like 2D yet 3D. I have no idea, but you know, it's like a cartoony 3D. And they also have like their chat like oriented to be like that, and also they have a background, and they have their socials above them and with a goal at the bottom. Like this is his layout if you would just do chatting only, which is he's the main focus, and then you have chat to see you know how it would look like. Then we have Kaney. They actually have like a Stream Raiders. It's a cute game. I want to add it too, but I'm too lazy to do that. And then they have this massive block of chat. Like, if that is what they like, go ahead, do that. If you want to have like a simple block with all the chat, that's fine. However, keep in mind that if you do like a wall of text, then it might become like too small to read. So you have to make the letter type or the font bigger as well. And once again, they have a sub goal, and they also have their model like be the main, like I don't know how to explain it, like their main focus. And then they also have like their branding name in the corner. It's also very simple. It's just a PNG background, no animation. Then we come to Pumpkin Potion. One reoccurring theme right now is what's it called? Is that they all have their username in. Kaney has their name. Cabal has their name. I have my own name and logo in it. It's just something that if someone would take a screenshot like I did, that you would know who you're looking at. And the thing is, I really like this layout. Like you have all the socials at the bottom, and you have two countdowns, the logo and then the model, but mostly the background since it looks like a room, and also the chat border since those are like, it's all in style. It's all like Betty Boop black and white, and I really like what they did. Even if they play games, they put it like sometimes they put like a black and white filter over it. Okay. I don't remember the name of this VTuber, but I could probably look it up. They just have their chat in the corner, and then their model like very big. And it all depends because a 2D model is also available as just a top half, so it's like just a chest and up. So they would have to make the model bigger to fill in the same amount of space. Unless if you would have a full model or full body, then you would have like a smaller, you could see more of the top half of the body. And then we come to Uni. Yes, this is a censor, don't blame me. And they have like art, is their whole branding, like cartoon art. Like they have their sub cheers and donations and stuff, like all drawn themselves. They all have like overlays, all in the same style, all like art craft. They have a sub goal, and their model is the main focus, except for the art, of course. Like it's a shared focus point. So like they all have things like that are similar, yet they're all different. So what the layout would be wouldn't matter much. Just be sure to not like write yourself away just to have more of the game on screen. So it's not like you're like a very tiny, like an inch big on screen. Just because you don't want to obstruct uh, gameplay or anything, like gameplay interface. For example, if I would play Paladins, like this one over here, I wouldn't put myself like on top of either my health or on top of what's in the corner over here. I would like put myself either in between or put myself like above it, like yeah, over there. Of course, I wouldn't put myself in the middle. Duh. But I could also make myself smaller. Go in here, but don't go like, oh yeah, no, I'm not yeah, that's me. Yeah, no, I'm totally in control of my streams. Like yeah, I'm down here. Like put yourself like down there or something. Or don't go put yourself off screen, you know? Like don't have like that's only like one eye is visible. Who dares ping me? Sorry, I just got a message. Okay. This is for anybody who is like reading this after. So you get like an explanation to what all of these things mean. So there really is the wrong way to have an overlay, but just make sure that it fits you and is also watchable. The main biggest tip I got is, would you watch your own streams? If you would look at how it looks like, it's not like are you proud of it, but like are you interested enough to watch your own content? The two little things down here are like inspirations of what you could do as to in-court, like so in-court, what the fuck, to add like socials and like recent donate, top donate, and recent subscriber. And also for Discord, you could just put up the code and people could join. You don't need to put up the name or the link or anything. Okay, do we have questions right now as to why it matters to have a overlay or what type of overlay? You could just put them in whiteboard. You can also raise your hand. Let's see. Okay, no questions? Cool. Then let's continue to the next one. Animated versus static. And then I mean like specifically like backgrounds and overlays and also chat borders and like your your face cam borders. And it's all up to you if you want to have it animated or not. Just make sure that if you're gonna do a animated background, don't make it too busy like the animated gold one. Since if you're gonna have like a screen over it, and that gold thing is gonna keep spinning around constantly while you're trying to play a game, you're gonna see that like at the top and at the bottom. and it might distract you or your viewers. So try to keep it like minimal, but so like don't overdo it, but go crazy. I have never seen like animated backgrounds that don't look good. It's pretty hard to mess up a animated background. Like it's even if it's just one or two moving elements, you can just go crazy. Like if you go back to Odd Likely, like over here, they have like a little ghost that's moving, you know? And for example, Cabal and Kaney would have like also slightly moving backgrounds. And I myself have like the moving blocks and stuff. And of course you don't have to, but I do have to say that no, it does not take away your quality of stream. If you put it right into OBS, it's not gonna take away your how do I say this, like it doesn't cause lag or any other problems that might make it harder for you to stream. Do you have any questions about animated backgrounds? Or statics? Obviously. I think I'll stick with static. Alright. Cool. And like just because you use a static background doesn't mean you're better or like worse than others. It's everything is up to you since it's your branding and it's your whole streaming platform. Go crazy, you know? Okay, let's go to using one versus none. There isn't a bad thing about not using one. Like I have this friend who doesn't use an overlay but use something else to fill in the void in case there is something. Like they have these little, you know, moving things. I don't. They're like little sprites that move when you talk. A lot of streamers have that. Hey, look, Penna, it's you. You're a great example. Yeah, it's you. So I like how you have like the all your socials at the bottom and your chat like up here, and also those two socials up there. It's like an in between, you know? It's like you do have the important stuff on screen. But for example, if we also have Kronos, they have like an entire layout with special blocks like made for each sub, follow, tip, and bits and stuff, you know? And they also have like moving elements in between the slides, so they have transitions. But he's been going at this for like a couple years. I actually have no idea. They hit 600 followers or 500, I can't remember. Great for them. And they also have a new... Yeah, they did hit 600. Yeah, that's actually... I didn't actually write a script for this one because I couldn't come up with anything. But yeah. Okay. You guys have voted for wanting homework / tips. I would highly suggest going to this website, which is a big... Okay, if you go to store, visualbyimpulse.com/store, if it would load, please. There we go. I would like it to load. Thank you. There. Then you have a lot of things you can either buy. You have alerts, you have what's called package, you have stream decks, you have transitions, emotes, anything. But there's like a category called free. You could just get it everywhere. Of course, you don't have to pay. You also get the rights to edit it, you know? So you can also change color or add or, you know, you could change it. You can also, of course, pay for one, since they're not very expensive. They're like 15 bucks. It all depends on what you want. You can also get custom made by people who work for Visuals by Impulse or people on Fiverr who work with Visuals by Impulse. So they could help you make it specifically for you. Unless you want to go crazy and actually make it all yourself. And I'm really interested to see what you guys would make yourself. And for anything else than tips, just like make a list of type of overlays you know and what you can, kind of steal and use it for yourself. Like look at ratios and look at the colors and just how big do you want, for example, the chat to be? How big do you want your model to be? What color do you want the chat to be? Do you want to have a border around it, or do you want to keep it just a simple overlay? And also, if you have a branding with specific items, for example, I have a raspberry for, like, that's my main element, then maybe use the raspberry in your designs. This is very much also fitting in with branding, but it's also very important to stream output. So I put it in here. And also, animations aren't necessary, but if you would get up with 1 or 2 moving elements, it can really up your game. Even if it's just a flower, like, moving side to side, Okay, I guess that's all I had for today. Are there any questions in general or specifically about the homework or anything else? Adrian, you can accept the... What's up?
Yes. So when it comes to overlay, is it possible to add overlays to your Minecraft videos, or is it only accessed by streaming?
You can add overlays to your Minecraft video. However, if you want to have your VTuber model like be bigger than your Minecraft video, for example, you need to do it while recording. If it's already like posted and stuff, I don't suggest doing it. So because you have to like remove it and then have to re-upload it after editing it. Do you use a model right now?
I do have a model. It's just I don't really I only streamed once.
Okay. What kind of you make Minecraft videos then?
I make videos of any games or
Yeah,
yeah,
just
basically.
you just make videos. Okay.
Mhm.
You could try during the recording if you would have an overlay, then you could get your model in the screen, even if it's just a recording. You don't need to live stream in order to be a VTuber. It's a virtual YouTuber. Like originally, I would be called a V streamer, but that's annoying to say. So I would say during the recording, add an overlay, make sure that it works during the recording, and then check out the results after. And if it doesn't work, try something else. And if it doesn't work after that, just keep going, you know?
So basically, so will this work on any device or just PC?
If you can run a streaming program which allows you to add media sources and images, then yes. I'm only PC, and I've never streamed from a laptop or no, I've never streamed from a console or my phone because I know those aren't made for streaming. So I would highly suggest just sticking it to um, OBS or Streamlabs.
All right, that seems acceptable.
All right.
Well, thank you, Bon Bon, and
I'll talk to you. Okay, so I don't see any other questions in chat right now, I believe. After the lessons is over, we will probably move over to just a lounge, but that's afternoon. Console gaming, you would need a capture card to stream gameplay to your PC, then add that source to your OBS. Yeah. We already had a lesson about PC versus laptop, but I didn't include console because you would need something extra to be able to stream from your console. So we might add a lesson about console streaming in the streaming hardware or stream setup subject. And if you stream from phone, please don't. Like, quality wise and also lag wise, it's not good to stream from phone unless it would be like an Instagram reel or a, like a TikTok live. Otherwise, don't just use a computer or anything made for streaming. I'll be stopping the recording in like a minute, so if you guys have any questions, you better ask now. Alright. Then